Hey everyone, happy Thursday night. It is 10:39. We have a severe thunderstorm warning that's approaching Benton and Washington County, as well as eastern Oklahoma. Let's not waste any time. Let's get to Mega Doppler. We were watching this storm earlier, and I know you guys have comments. We're going to be focusing on the severe weather potential first. Then we're going to be focusing on the wraparound snow that honestly, I think this wraparound might be becoming less and less, Zach. And you just had an update from the Weather Service as well.
Yeah, the latest thinking is that the storms are moving in earlier and the snow potential is going down.
Yeah, so a daughter at UCA just got a tornado warning. We have a tornado warning for the storm that's to the south, that's moving towards Conway. So there is a tornado warning that's been issued. We don't have the right radar on there. We'll look at that here in just a bit. But we've got these storms that were rotating earlier. In fact, had a pretty impressive circulation on it. It had what we call a descending reflectivity core and what we call a rear inflow jet, a reflectivity drop. On the leading edge of that, we had a little bit of a circulation that was showing up. Thankfully, though, it appears that the surface-based instability just isn't quite there. But this does have a circulation aloft that's pretty impressive. And not only that, it is going to produce some pretty strong winds. So we had hail in Gravit just a few minutes ago. In fact, when we look at our weather bug network camera from Gravit, we can show you that we do have that hail that's showing up. We'll see if we can see it right now. So this is our Gravit weather bug network camera. I'm going to go ahead and move this camera real quick just to get a good view of this storm. So it's going to be facing west. And if I go ahead and look to the west, we'll see if we can catch some of the lightning. So definitely some thunderstorm activity moving in pretty rapidly. The severe thunderstorm warning does include Gravit. By the way, the warning goes until 11:15 in the night tonight. Oh, yeah, there you go. There's a nice little flash of lightning. Pretty incredible how this storm system quickly developed. Go ahead and get some storm tracks on there, Zach, on Weather One. We're still fine-tuning and tweaking the 7-day as we speak, but there's a look at the hail that moved into Gravit. So we had that just a little bit of small hail on the western side of Gravit. We're talking about pea size, maybe ½ inch, but nothing bigger than that at the moment. We work our way down to the south on this storm. You're going to see the hail approaching Siloam Springs. If we look at the circulation right now, all we're seeing is just some gusty winds. So that's good news. Not necessarily tornado potential, but we are looking at gusty winds. Now, I want to show you an elevated view aloft. Basically, this is a wide view of all the thunderstorms, and there really isn't a whole lot of thunderstorm activity in the river valley. We just have that storm system moving into northwest Arkansas, which, by the way, is going to produce some pretty intense winds. Our Siloam Springs weather bug network camera probably could even pick up that shelf cloud. And there you go. You can see it off in the distance. So, Zach, you've got on Weather One. Yeah, look at that shelf. You can see it. It's Logan saying that tornado warning seems to currently have rotation just west of Bigelow moving east. Look at all this lightning on this cell. Another thing you're seeing is those bases are pretty low, Zach. You can see the lightning that's approaching Siloam Springs. So we are live streaming our weather coverage. We're not on TV yet. We will probably do some cut-ins in between to do some television coverage just in case people don't have social media. And by the way, let's see, is my IFB on? Can you guys hear me in the control room okay? Let's see here. If you guys can hear me in the control room, I know you guys have me in queue. Let me know what time commercial breaks are, guys. So I think maybe this IFB did die. Let's see. Can you go in the control room and ask? Yeah. No, that's a new one. I'm going to go ahead and grab it. We're just trying to get set up. We have some batteries that are falling apart. Microphones, you don't want those dying when you're in the middle of a storm. So go ahead and tell them. I don't know if they have us in queue or not. All right. So anyways, Madison County is not included in this warning right now. So big line of thunderstorms. This is a look at the core of the storm. Garfield is not in the path as of now, but it will be. It will be later. So just to let you know. If we put a track on this, let's look at the storm. Can they hear? Yeah, can you hear me? Okay, I was asking that we have to do some television coverage too. We can't just do social media. So let us know when we have some commercial breaks, if at all possible. I'm going to do a track on this storm. We're going to take it over the next hour or so. There's a look at the speed of the storm. So Farmington, 11:07, 11:12 in Fayetteville. So we're talking just a little after 11 o'clock. Man, the lightning is really cranking up. Let's look at that Siloam Springs Weatherbug Network camera. So we've actually got, we can bring up some 4 panels here. Let's go ahead and we'll bring up all 4 of these. So this is a look at, if we can here, we'll bring up weather 3. So there's a look at the track of the storm on weather 1. This is a look at, let's see here. There we go. There's a look at a 4 panel right now of all the thunderstorms moving in. So Siloam has a lot of lightning. Fulbright's beginning to show some lightning as well. In Decatur, I just want to sleep. Yeah, I know. I hear you. The storm is still moving into Decatur. Your son's in Siloam, so south of Decatur. Just want to show you that we definitely have some lightning off the distance, and it's increasing in intensity. So that shows you these storms are intensifying. The hail cores kind of went down a little bit. So we will take a look here at Megadoppler again. And I'm going to stop this loop just to show you what's going on. So definitely a line of storms. We're talking 60-mile-an-hour winds possible and quarter-size hail on the leading edge of this line. Now, who's expected to get this? It's coming into Siloam Springs shortly. And Decatur, Gravette, Sulphur Springs getting some hail associated with the storm. But the most dangerous portion of the storm going to be entering into Siloam Springs, Watts, Westville on Highway 59 and working its way south into West Peavine, Stillwell, and eventually just to the south of Stony Point, just a little north of Stony Point in Sequoia County. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll do that. We'll take that break. 50:39. All right, give me some heads up. So on the leading edge of this storm is where that circulation would be. We're going to watch that closely on our Weatherbug Network camera from Siloam Springs. Zach, any reports coming out of our NWS chat on Slack?
The line approaching Siloam Springs has not made a recent attempt to spin hard down low.
See, we could see the shelf cloud, though. Very clear, very evident, and that is that area of a little bit of rotation with it. But, yes, it's not super defined at the moment. So, but that on the leading edge, what you're seeing here is this gust front. And that gust front will bring that potential for strong winds. So what we're going to be watching here is that that initial leading edge of the line. See the flashes from the transmission tower and the cell tower? That is where you're going to see that potential for, that looked a little interesting. Yeah, I did see that right in the middle. So we're watching this closely. We've got a great view of it. Now, here's what we're going to do. Because you guys don't know exactly where this is at, we're going to take a look. I'm going to bring up Megadoppler on 1, Zach, if that's cool with you. Yep. We're going to bring up Megadoppler. Whoa. That is a shelf cloud. Can you guys see that in there? Yeah, in the control room. Do you have our live stream up too? Okay, so you got, I'm going to bring this up here just a second. Stand by. All right, Siloam Springs. There's our Weatherbug Network camera. So we've got a view of the camera and the radar at the same time, so you guys can get an idea of that shelf cloud. So we're going to bring that up on the stream right now. So this is what we're looking at, this area of not really strong circulation in the low levels, but it is spinning in the upper levels, and there's definitely some strong winds with that. So that's what the radar is picking up right there, and that's what we're watching on our Weatherbug Network camera. Look at how fast this is moving in.
Yeah, 65 miles per hour.
Wow, this thing is hauling.
Racing.
Look at how fast that's moving. Both. Yep. Look at that. That is looking interesting right there on the leading edge. You see that?
Yeah.
As that's coming down. All right, Zach. So I'm coming up here really soon. You're going to have to, we're going to change the audio. Stand by. We're doing some weather coverage. Zach, I need you to kind of control Mega Doppler for me, okay?
Yeah.
All right. And I'm going to be able to switch to Mega Doppler. All right, stand by, guys. Audio. I'm going to be in front of the wall, okay? Hi, everyone. Chief Meteorologist Dan Scoff in the Weather Lab. Watching a storm that is moving into Siloam Springs, has a little bit of broad mid-level rotation with it. We're looking at high heating, cooling Mega Doppler along with all of the lightning. Now, this has movement of 65 mile an hour, and there's a severe thunderstorm warning that goes until 11:15. Now, we have been covering this on social media, so if you want to join in the conversation, you can get to see that. We're looking at the winds that are starting to kick up. This is a severe thunderstorm warning. You can see the winds moving to the west. And in fact, you'll see those winds really starting to pick up just a little bit more and more. So there's high heating, cooling Mega Doppler. There's that severe thunderstorm warning. And along the leading edge of the line, if we can zoom in a little bit on Mega Doppler, you're going to see that those storms are moving into Siloam Springs with 60 mile an hour winds, a lot of lightning. That line extends all the way down into Westville. Now, this is going to be missing, it looks like, for the most part, Prairie Grove. It's a little bit to the north of Prairie Grove, and it looks like the majority of that damaging wind potential is going to be a little bit north of Fayetteville. Let's go ahead and I'm going to take a look here at Mega Doppler without that WeatherBug network camera. There's the storm that's moving east. Let's put this into motion, Zach, if we can. And you'll see the storm kind of moving eastward. Had a little bit of low-level rotation with it initially, but that storm moving off to the northeast, severe thunderstorm warning until 11:15. Now let's zoom out and give you the wider view, because I know a lot of you might be watching in other locations. So we've got storms that are approaching northwest Arkansas, pretty quiet in the river valley. However, a tornado watch is in effect. That's for Scott as well as Logan and Johnson County. Not only that, but LaFleur and Sebastian County. So these 5 counties in our weather coverage area under a tornado watch. There is a tornado warning that was earlier in effect. You can see that moving towards Conway, and that still remains in effect very close to the Conway area. So the ingredients are there. We'll be watching this storm closely. Again, if you want to follow this, we're doing coverage in between commercial breaks, but we're doing continuous coverage on social media, on Facebook, on X, and so you can catch us there. So keep it here with your weather authority for the latest severe weather information. We'll be back if the storm warrants coming on sooner. All right. Yeah, so the winds are crazy, bad hail, high winds. Yes, it is really coming down right now in Siloam Springs. We've got it right here on our Siloam Springs WeatherBug network camera. There you can see it really, really coming down. Very strong winds, a lot of lightning. Good news is it doesn't look like, at the moment, tornado potential, but still 60 mile an hour winds, severe thunderstorm warning criteria. I'm going to look at some low-level rotation. It's just not quite there, thankfully. It's close, but it's just not quite there. Doesn't look like that low-level instability returned fast enough. So I know, Mega Doppler does sound. In fact, that's funny that you mentioned that. Mega Doppler sounds like a transformer. Well, sorry. That's actually the reason that it's called Mega Doppler. It was going to be Megatron Doppler, but I figured that would be too much of a stretch. But yeah. Well, it does. You'll take it seriously when it comes into your area, though. Mega Doppler is really an amazing radar program. It truly is. It's hands down the best. It beats everything. So Elkins is not in the clear yet. There's additional storms. Man, this storm moved in quick. Yeah, it's moving in at 65 miles an hour, so that's why. So up next is going to be Bentonville. Let's put a track on this. We'll take a look here at what's happening.
Still use the INS.
Siloam Springs camera is rocking good. Yes, it is.
Do you want me to still use INX?
Yeah, use INX. Let's check it out here. We can look at this weather camera. Let's do a 16 panel. You ready for this, Zach?
Let's do it.
Let's go. All right, so we'll go here.
Northeast. The speed has slowed down a little bit. 60 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still, it's very fast, but a little bit slower.
I guess I don't have a Weather 3 stream. Huh. It's good to know. Man, lightning is going crazy. All right. Hail and Siloam, super loud and strong. Just moved in our indoor furniture. Winds were picking up. So what about Fort Smith? Fort Smith is okay. I can't even click on it. It goes so fast. Okay, guys. Let's do a quick recap. It is right now close to 11 o'clock. We're at 10:56 in the evening. We have this thunderstorm. We're going to work our way from north to south. We're going to look at all the individual features with this storm. So first of all, the hail, not as bad in Gravette, in Gentry. Go ahead and we'll do a storm track on that in just a sec. But I want to also bring up Weather 3 when you get the chance. So there's a look at Siloam Springs, Watts, Westville, West Peavine, a little bit of small hail west of Evansville. People are asking about Fort Smith. Not out of the woods yet. And in fact, a new storm is popping up. So we've got additional storms that are developing. You did have that saved, right?
Nope.
No, you lost it.
I figured it would change.
Okay, yeah.
I just make it again.
So check this out. These are some weather cameras right here. You can see all the flashes. The lightning is definitely increased. Just blew through Siloam. Pretty intense. You know what? Actually, I do think it is okay to go to bed and grab it. I think you're good. I think you can go to bed if the storm's over. The last bit of the energy is swinging through. Well, not quite yet. You're close, but not quite yet. Don't go to bed. About another 10 minutes or so, and then you'll be fine to go to bed. How big is the hail? The hail's probably about, I would say, nickel size, maybe quarter. It's probably not going to be any bigger than that. Look at all that lightning, though. That is impressive. We got a lot of cameras showing up with all that lightning. All right, thunder rolling into Cave Springs, Lowell. Hail on the Centerton-Bentonville line. Appreciate that, and that makes sense because when we go back to Mega Doppler, you will see right here how heating and cooling Mega Doppler showing that hail. You can make fun of the name Mega Doppler, but it is let's just say the Giga Chad of radars.
That was a good job.
The Gigazax of radars. So there you go. You got that Centerton hail core. Now this is the biggest hail core that came through Siloam Springs. We're talking wind-driven hail of about ½ inch to nickel size. And severe thunderstorm warning is going for another 16 minutes. So it's going to end here pretty soon. All right, let's bring up that track again, Zach, so we can tell people where that's headed. Now, people are asking about the River Valley. We have this isolated cell that's beginning to pop up on the Fort Smith Public Library. We can see this storm right here. Look at the low-level shear. Look at how fast the clouds are moving in the low levels. So
you can definitely tell.
Yeah. Battery power is on 48%. That should be able to get you through this storm. It's not hard to look at the map and see where it's going. Everyone does. Well, yeah, but Brian, I get what they're saying. They want to look at the wider view because we're focused in on the storm. But yeah, strong low-level winds. Don't see a lot of lightning from that cell initially, but that's because we're not pointed at the storm. So let's go presets. Let's go to the southwest a little bit more. Now we're looking at that cell, looking southwest. So we'll be able to see if there's lightning increasing on that. We'll probably see some flashes shortly. Now, there are additional storms that are coming into Fayetteville, so we're not done yet. Here's a look at the storm track that Zach has drawn up. Well, that storm is moving at 65 miles an hour. I can tell you it's moving every bit that fast. So keep an eye on NWS chat. Man, that was intense. Yeah, that storm came through pretty good. Some gusty winds. If there was low level instability that made it, that could have been tornado potential right there. Just not quite everything was lined up. Good news is the tornado threat is over for Siloam Springs. The storms moved out and everything's kind of winding down. Now, I do still have the tornado tie on because we are under a tornado watch. In fact, that tornado watch is going until 4 a.m., but it won't go for 4 a.m. for all of our counties. That's just basically the entire length of the watch.
I think we should push it down south. We got some strong storms going into Fort Smith.
Yeah, we will. We will for sure. Good point. There's a tornado watch, 4 a.m. LaFleur County, working our way from west to east. Then you got Sebastian, Scott, Logan, Johnson counties in our weather coverage area. And then, of course, to the east of that, Montgomery County and Garland County and all those other counties. And already was a tornado warning near Conway. That storm has since dissipated. So going back to our radar, we got more storms that are coming into Fayetteville. Let me look if there's any type of circulation on those. I don't see anything. So that's good news. That was definitely a storm to watch. We got to watch that little nub right there. Let's see if we can get something on our WeatherBug Network camera from stand by here. Whew. There goes the nostrils, Zach. Just clogged up pretty good.
Still got some tissues left.
Yeah, but I didn't go through the whole entire box, which is surprising. Okay, connecting. There we go. Oh, wow. Yeah, you can see that lowering really good. So the lowered base, stand by and I'll show you what I mean. There's Harbor. So this is on the leading edge of that storm near Tawnytown and Elm Springs.
We just got a new severe storm warning.
Okay. It's coming out soon.
It just came out.
And that's going to be for probably central and northeastern Benton County, northeastern Washington County, right?
It extends into Carroll County too.
Okay. So that's for that intense storm that came through.
You get any track on that?
Once it pops up. Next break.
Next break is 23, 25, 12. This is the second round of stuff, right?
Yeah, this is the second round. So
I knew the second round was worse than the first round.
yeah, exactly. Yep.
Was listening.
Hey, we got something right.
I was listening.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Dan, you want some water?
I got some. If I could take a drink, that'd be great. But there's a new severe thunderstorm warning, and you see Benton and Washington, as well as northwestern Madison County and western Carroll County. Now, this severe thunderstorm warning goes until 11:45. 11:45 is the warning length. Now, Zach, when you're doing the drawing here, we're going to stop on the loop, and then we're going to put it right on the leading edge of it. And then we're going to draw it to the northeast, go over about an hour. So here's the latest track on this. It's kind of tough because it's a cluster and a congealing of storms everywhere. But there's that severe thunderstorm warning, 60-mile-an-hour winds, quarter-size hail. And we already have reports of that. Zach, I know we're getting a lot of comments about hearing thunder, West Fayetteville. We're continuing to watch that shelf cloud. It's got some intense lightning. Isn't it kind of crazy, though, to be honest with you? Now, just think about this. It was such a beautiful day. There wasn't a cloud in the sky most of the day, Zach. Back in the day, people might have thought we were crazy to say that storms are coming in. And before all this technology, how would they even know that this was coming in?
Have to call somebody out to the west.
Man, that's probably the best way.
But even if they knew a storm was out there, they wouldn't know the exact track of it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I got to show you this here. We're going to watch this closely. This is this WeatherBug Network camera from Harbor High School, and we're looking off to the west. You can see definitely a shelf cloud. It looks pretty elevated, Zach. I will say that is not surface-based, so that is good news in terms of a lack of tornado potential. Yeah, that just doesn't look tornado-ish to me, which is great news. Basically, elevated means that the storm base is higher up, so the low-level rotation of the storm can't reach the ground. And to put it into layman's terms, there's just not a QLCS tornado potential. So it looks like this is just going to be a wind and hail event. And at the moment, don't see anything menacing for tornado potential. And you look at the circulation, and there isn't any. And so that matches up perfectly, Zach. It's cool how radar data matches up perfectly with what you actually see radar visually. So, anything you want to add, Zach? You just chime in whenever you want.
Yeah, it's a very short window where we have this severe storm potential. But that window is happening right now.
Yeah, the window's happening right now. So Fayetteville, you can go to sleep, but you're going to get definitely woken up by some pretty stout thunderstorms and some, some heavy rains and some small hail. The hail right now is a little bit bigger now, approaching high full. So looks like if you live near X and A, you're going to be getting some larger hail. That's coming down right now, as a matter of fact, and going to be moving into Cave Springs. So if we have anybody that lives in Cave Springs, let me know here. We just had a report of dime-size hail in Siloam Springs. You could type that in, actually. Go ahead and put that in. No, nothing by you now, but that's going to change. And in fact, just to show you it's going to change, we'll look at our WeatherBug network camera at the Graduate Hotel. So this is looking off to the southwest, and you're going to see the lightning off in the distance. Let me make sure that's not frozen. Nope, that's not a frozen image. So not as much lightning with the cells to the southwest, and that shows you that they're a little weaker. So the most intense storm is coming into the Rogers area. And so we got this other WeatherBug network camera. I'm going to take this. I'm going to point it to the west. We do have that view of a pole, but hey, this will give us a good view of the storm rolling in. So here's a new WeatherBug network camera, Pinnacle Parkway. Oh man, look at the clarity of that. These are those new cameras, by the way. They are just amazing.
Wow, that's good.
Isn't that awesome? Man, you can see that as clear as day.
Then we got some chat in the NWS weather chat.
Okay.
So the cap was weakened in the tornado watch area of southeast Oklahoma. So that leaves a window open for new storms in the zone southwest of Paris into southern LaFleur County.
Okay. Adam, if that was related to me, sorry, man. I'm just not feeling the best. But there's a look at the storm that's coming into Rogers. This is looking off to the southwest. Clearly elevated, Zach. Very high up. Not a lot of threat for tornadoes, and I think that's not going to be the case. So storm's about to move through. Let's go back to Mega Doppler real quick, just to let you know what's happening. Bella Vista, now you're getting a downpour. Here it comes. Some heavy rain, some wind, but honestly, Gravette, Decatur, Gentry, Siloam Springs, good night. You could go to bed. Everything's over. It's done. You don't have to worry about a thing anymore. So all that's pretty much done with. And that's the back edge of the storm. So this is the second round of storms. The problem is that we still have more storms potentially developing in the River Valley, and those are the ones that we have to watch out for. Clearly a lot more lightning, Zach, over Benton County than Washington County. This is looking off to the west from Mount Sequoia, and you just barely see very little lightning at all. So, yeah, Fayetteville, I think you're going to be good. Just some gusty winds, and that's about it. Hailing in Centerton, that was at 10:58. That was about 10 minutes ago. So Siloam is good. You're done. You could be finished. That storm came through pretty good. Wasn't expecting thunder this early, laugh out loud. Yeah, well, we had that 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock window, 8 p.m. to 3 a.m. And yeah, it's about an hour early. So that might mean that the front could come in a little earlier. But I will say that I'm not sure this snow is going to materialize. I really don't. I mean, we'll see a little bit. Thank you, James. I appreciate the comment. Where's the snow? Well, that's on the backside of the system.
My question is, where is that cold front?
That is a good point. Let's check it out.
That could undercut those River Valley storms.
Yeah. That's a good question. Let's look at that real quick and see. See, the real cold front is off to the west.
Because this could be behind. This could be like an hour behind, right?
Well, no, that was 11 o'clock obs.
Oh, that's what we're doing.
So we've got two fronts. You can see one. This is a gust front right here. Right here is the leading edge of the gust front. So that was at 11 o'clock when the storms were moving in. This is the true cold front right here. So in about a half hour, we're going to see Tulsa's temperature just plummet. But if we zoom out a little bit, this will be interesting to show. One thing that I wanted to show in the weather, but I just couldn't because we didn't have time, is the regional to the DMA to the regional. There you go. 16 in Wichita, 34 in Oklahoma City. That is the cold air that is plowing south tomorrow.
That's coming in quick.
That sure is. That is coming in very fast. All right, let's go. Let's get up. Hail indicator just started. That was a 10:59, so that was a little while ago. I'm not trained to read the radar like an expert. That's why we're here. You don't have to do it.
But look at all that rain though that's falling down, and then as that cold air comes in,
Yeah,
so
that's the thing. That's the flash freeze that we were talking about.
So I think the flash freeze is definitely a big concern.
Yeah, it really is.
That's why they canceled school.
Yeah, they canceled school because of the rapid drop in temperatures with wet roads potentially. That could lead that. Oh, sirens going off in Conway. That was for the tornado warning earlier.
So it might not even snow a dime.
Boy, if it doesn't do that, I'd be surprised.
But I'm saying if it doesn't, the
I know.
roads can still be really bad.
Yeah. Little bigger than pea-size hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds north of Lincoln. Okay, that's a great report. Oh, no. The Rogers camera go down?
Hope not. Oh boy.
Presets, West View. No,
Oh, it's live.
Oh,
Imagine that.
it looked like it just took a nap. I'd be so sad.
Maybe it's just bored. It's like, give me some real storms.
Yeah, no kidding. Nah, we'll take it. I don't know. I'll take it. Hanging on by a thread here, but okay. So the leading edge of the line now is just coming through Rogers. In fact, look at the rain. You can see the rain coming down. That is so cool. You can see the individual raindrops.
Yeah.
Look at the wind too, at the ground. So some strong winds, about 60-mile-an-hour winds. Man, if we had this camera on that October 21st, 2019 tornado, we would be able to see the whole thing, except when the power goes out like that.
We got to get some more of those brand new cameras.
What's going on? It died again.
Oh boy.
That's not good. I better stop praising that camera. All right, back to Mega Doppler here. I don't know what's going on with that. Some power surges, maybe? Yeah.
It's back.
Golly. I'm not seeing any power flicker, but it is a pretty strong winds.
We should go to base velocity and see these winds.
Yeah, we should. Good point. All right, let's do that. Let's go to base velocity and we'll look here. Yeah, 55 knots.
That's about 60 miles per hour.
About 60 miles per hour, which is exactly what we're experiencing. So let's right click, set the storm motion for the warning. No circulations that I see as of now, so that's good. A little bit on the south side of that storm. Wow, look at that lightning, man. And the wind. Okay, so let's go back to some more comments here. Shelf cloud is awesome. I bet it is. It's about to approach areas of Garfield and Gateway, too. We had a question about that. Severe thunderstorm warning for Tawnytown. Yep, you got that. Northeast Washington County. How close to Hinesville? So you are in the warning for Hinesville, Dawn, but the storm is a lot weaker on the south side of the line. Hailing and Gravette. West of Springdale looks sus. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Peyton Langford on here. I love it. Have fun at your music festival, man. Tornado tie is on because of the threat in the river valley. It's not for Northwest Arkansas. So it was. It did the same thing back on April 21st, 96. Yes, it did. the Fort Smith Van Buren tornado. That was an isolated supercell. So we don't want to let our guard down on that one, Zach. There it is right there. Not quite developing as much. So we're going to watch that. We're going to switch the radar source too. In fact, let's go ahead and do that now. I'm going to switch the radar. You can hear the rain coming down in Fayetteville. We'll probably hear from wind-driven hail too. So will it be this for tonight? Yep, that's going to be it for tonight. So in Northwest Arkansas, this is it. We're done. In fact, anybody on the I-49 corridor very shortly can go to bed. So that'll be good. Problem is, we do have that threat for storms popping up in the River Valley, and especially in Scott and Logan County and LaFleur County. And those are the storms right here that could have that tornado potential. An isolated supercell that's moving into a very favorable environment and starting to intensify a little bit. So if we look at Alma's Weather Bug Network camera, take that, point it to the east. Or actually, we'll take it, point it south. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to. Oh, man. Did you hear that? Clogged up like a, stuffed up like a Thanksgiving turkey. Yep. The weather was nice. And April 21st, 96, and then the tornado hit. Do we still have potential for storms, heavy energy during the morning commute? You know, probably one of the trickier things in a meteorologist's life is predicting snow, especially with a developing storm system that's going, developing and organizing right on top of us. Any other additional information?
Hail core up a little bit in Benton County, so maybe some more hail.
Yep. A little bit in Bella Vista, so I'm going to switch to Bella Vista's Cooper Elementary camera. Oh, yeah. You can actually see some hail coming down. So if you're in Bella Vista, you're getting a little bit of small hail right now. You live in Cave Springs, you're fine. The line is moving out. Yep. Line is over. The rain is lightened up in Cave Springs. You're still hearing rumbles of thunder, but the storm's pretty much done, over. So you can go to bed. On the back edge of the line, this is when the temperatures fall through. I always sleep through it and then wake up. Yep, coming in at XNA, that was at 11:06. So we got to catch up with these comments, don't we? So loud, dime-sized hail, hail hitting. Tornado watch until 4 a.m. for the River Valley. Kind of a little bit of a Fayetteville fizzle. It wasn't super major, but yeah, definitely some rain. Woke us all up. We're getting hail for sure. So that was the comment earlier that I said when I said, if you're at XNA, you're going to see some hail. Oh, Zach. Oh, hail, yeah. Big storm coming soon. Looks like it's weakening, though. Definitely on a weakening trend. Now, the northern edge of the line is not weakening as much. Now, I will say this. There's one part of the line right here, Zach. See this? That looks a little suspicious. Not yet, but it could.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the leading edge of the line. Some strong winds coming in right now. So we've got, let's see, Mount Sequoia. Yeah, you definitely see those winds coming down. Winds picking up.
Looking at the surface-based cape.
Woo, look at that.
There's a lot of it out there.
Yeah. But right now there is.
That's what it shows.
That was lightning. No, I'm just kidding. That was me blowing my nose. Sounded like it. Poor Zach. He had to do most of the stuff today. He crushed it. He went to the squat rack and threw up 450.
450?
Yeah. Is that too light for you?
Might have to
up that a little bit.
Up that.
Oh, new severe
Another
thunderstorm
severe
warning.
storm.
So we'll click on that. That is for southwest Missouri. You can see it right there in Cassville. And that's the same line of storms that's coming through. So there we go. 60-mile-an-hour winds, quarter-size hail till 12:15. New severe thunderstorm warning. So yeah. Yeah.
Some
I could hear
lightning.
some hail. Can hear the hail coming down.
Yeah.
Gentry's over. Done. Finished. Yeah, no kidding. How's that cut in? Is it coming soon? Coming 5 minutes. Can we see the track of the hail? Yeah, Shane? What hail are you looking for here? Gosh, that was so long ago.
Your hail tracks.
Yeah, we can. Let's do the hail tracks. So here's a look at the hail tracks, and this is over the last hour. So what we'll do is we'll put this into motion. You can see it's not super big, but over the last hour, whoa, that was just me moving it too fast. Sorry about that. Oh, well, they didn't even see it, so that's good. Okay, so here's the hail tracks right here. So we're talking quarter, half inch, not quarter size, but quarter inch in diameter. But there's the hail track moving through with the line. Notice how when it was a little stronger, it had a better rotation. In fact, if we look at the shear track, you're going to see that a little bit. So if we look at shear tracks, you're going to see maybe a little bit of that circulation that showed up. Right there, right just west of Tahlequah.
Yeah, we kind of thought that might have been a warning.
Yeah, and then it fizzled out as it encountered a little less ingredients for storms. So going back to the hail track right there. Again, XNA receiving that hail, southwest of Bentonville, Centerton, those areas got a little bit of hail. Now, currently, pretty small hail and some wind-driven rain, so nothing super major. Go back down in the river valley, there's that hail core from that isolated storm. And if we look at the radar now, we got to watch this cell here close, Zach. That cell looks like a supercell, but it's not really taking off super fast.
Still not severe warn.
Not severe warn. Doesn't really have a lot of lightning with it either at the moment. We'll put the lightning on there. Yeah, has a little bit of lightning with it. That camera is great. Yeah, that Rogers camera. I'm gonna have to jump through a lot of these comments like a disco ball. It was flickering and flashing. 3 minutes away. The wind is no joke, says Megan. Hail picking up in gravity again. That was at 11:08. But I'm telling you, let me give you a real quick update, and then Zach, you're gonna have to take over for a few while I build my show, if that's cool. Build my little cut in. So here's the severe thunderstorm warnings: Southwest Missouri, Northwest Arkansas, Western Carroll County, Northwestern Madison County, Washington County. That storm's starting to move out, but anywhere from Bentonville to Rogers to Lowell to Cave Springs, Elm Springs, Tawnytown, Siloam, Gentry, XNA, Springtown, Maysville, Sulphur Springs, you name it, you're done. Storms are over. Even Fayetteville, the storms are beginning to move out. So everybody can pretty much go to bed, and you'll be able to be just fine. Okay, Zach, I'm gonna set up my show real fast for a cut-in.
Yeah, so check out all this lightning. We got these storms passing through Fayetteville right now. Dan's building his show. He's about to do a weather hit on TV. That's going to happen in about 2 minutes. So right now, here's a view, Graduate Hotel camera. Not showing much right now. Just had that line pass through. Looking at the mega Doppler. The area of concern is that yellow polygons. So portions of Washington County, Benton County, moving towards the northeast. And with this line, the main concerns here are going to be the damaging winds and the large hail. So thanks for all the hail reports. Definitely hailing with some of these storms. So right now we're looking at northwest Arkansas. The line is moving through eastern Benton and eastern Washington County. A couple of severe storm warnings, and right now it's just for the wind and for the hail. And as we scoot it down south, the River Valley, right now looking pretty quiet, but there is that cell just to the east of Fort Smith. We're watching that one. It's not severe right now, but that could change. So we're going to keep a close eye on that. We can see some lightning, and we could probably see some lightning from a couple of our Fort Smith cameras if you look down there. But right now the main activity is definitely in northwest Arkansas. So definitely a lot of
All
lightning
right,
in
we're
downtown.
getting close. 30 seconds
Bentonville.
out. If you want to switch it over,
Yeah.
Zach.
Do you want Mega Doppler?
Yeah.
All right, Dan's about to do his cut in, so I'm going to
Yeah.
give him Mega Doppler.
I want Mega Doppler. I also want Weather 3.
Ooh,
Hold
all
on
right.
just a sec.
Yeah, just
I
tell
got
me.
it. Okay. There we go. 9 panel.
All right,
Full screen.
I'm going to change over your audio right now.
Okay, go ahead. A line of thunderstorms moving through northwest Arkansas and moving into southwest Missouri. We've been watching lightning, heavy rain, wind, some hail that's come down. Thankfully, the tornado potential at the moment is non-existent over northwest Arkansas, at least as of now. But the storm's already moving east of the I-49 corridor. We'll show you exactly what we mean, but we've got several WeatherBug Network cameras, and the winds really strong earlier, just about a half hour to 45 minutes ago, coming through the Siloam Springs area. Here's a live look at Mega Doppler. Multiple thunderstorms moving through. We don't have a whole lot of thunderstorm development in the River Valley, but that's where the tornado potential will be the greatest later on this overnight hours into the early morning of your Friday. Additional storms popping up. And again, when we look at these severe thunderstorm warnings, we've got one for Berry and extreme southeastern McDonald County that goes until 12:15 in the morning on Friday. 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail possible. This is the same line, by the way, that came through northwest Arkansas and northern Benton County and western Benton County that people definitely felt with the strong gusty winds, some wind-driven hail, and also quite a bit of lightning and torrential downpours. Now, when we look off to the southwest of that, Bentonville and the I-49 corridor, your storm system is pretty much done. So you can go to bed if you're concerned about severe weather. Even western Washington County, that's going to be the end of the severe weather threat. But severe thunderstorm warning does continue until 11:45 for parts of Washington, Benton, as well as Madison and Carroll County. Then we got an additional storm that's beginning to move into West Fork. That could prompt severe potential if it continues to increase in intensity. And we got one isolated cell. These are the cells that you got to watch for rotation because those tornado conditions do exist until 4 o'clock in the morning, as you'll see with the tornado watch. But in fact, we already had a tornado warning that was earlier seen in the Conway area. So there's all the energy swinging in. That's the last of it. Now we've got the temperature drop that's going to be taking place because temperatures are at 16 in Wichita right now. So in the teens already and below freezing in Oklahoma City. So the cold air is coming this way. We got a wind advisory from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. tomorrow. Tornado watch from 4 until 4 a.m. You can see the counties included in that. That includes LaFleur, Sebastian, Scott, Logan, and Johnson County. There's the cluster of severe thunderstorm warnings. That's the area we're going to be watching for potential redevelopment. So again, keep it here with your weather authority for the latest weather information. We will continue to watch these storms. We are tracking them live on social media, so you can join the conversation on KNWA's Facebook page. If you have X, we're doing also live streaming there and on our website too, knwa.com. If you don't have social media, all you got to do is click on the live stream tab. We'll continue to keep you updated throughout the night and into the early morning hours. And again, some light wraparound snow looking possible, and then a flash freeze with temperatures dropping dramatically. We've got it all included, and Josh Rugger will be in the morning starting on KNWA today at 5 o'clock in the morning. Keep it here with your weather authority team, and we'll keep you safe. All right. I like how that's kind of seamless, how you can bounce back and forth to coverage and then keep the stream going. Boy, we had to do that where we had to stop.
Got a lot of comments, Dan, and we are pretty far behind.
Well, yeah, Tara. I know you're getting massive lightning, and you will be getting that stratiform lightning. But what I'm saying is that, and this is, by the way, 11:29. So it's probably old. My goodness, we got to get caught up with these comments. So we're going to do, no pun intended, Zach, a lightning round.
All right.
Ready? See how fast we can go. 11:09, windy in Centerton, said J.R. Coots. So we got Ashley Stamps going. Hey. Is Benton County getting the brunt of everything right now? So we got to obviously keep up with the timing because, wow, we got over 1,000 people. And I think when I said go to bed, everybody's like, yes, please. I'd be there with you. It sounds like my house is going to blow down. Marissa said, I don't know exactly where that was. Hail in West Rogers. We showed you the tracks.
Redevelopment, Delaware County.
Yeah. Hail in the Pinnacle area. We saw that as well. So much hail. Fort Smith is getting BD'd. All right. Hail at Bentonville is loud. It's wind-driven hail. So we got to keep going here. Got a lot of comments. A crazy wind in Bella Vista at 11:20 or 11:12.
You guys good for a bit? I need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, yep. We're good. Hey, thanks, Josh.
What I'm here for, man.
No, that we already answered that question. But the tornado in Siloam Springs, it's not done. It's not done. When I say done, I'm talking about the tornado and severe weather threat. I'm not saying that the rain is done, but all right. But these are older comments.
There's usually always some stratiform rain behind
Yeah.
a cold front, or behind the
Uh,
gust front.
Bentonville's getting pounded by hails. Yeah, Nathan, definitely not feeling the best. That's for sure. But power through, right? Just got to power through. No power, SWEPCO East Rogers. That's interesting.
You look at the power outages.
Yeah, let's check it out here. Poweroutage.us.
Oh, you got that?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
4,000 customers without power.
Looks like
Carroll Electric.
Benton County looks like.
Yep. And that's where 4,000, little over 4,000 customers without power. And most of those are Carroll Electric. There are, what I saw, nobody from SWEPCO. Let's look at the outage website here. Let's see where it's at. Yeah, it makes sense. In the southwest side, that's where the winds were the strongest too. Sorry, guys, if you lost power. That's a bummer for sure. All right, cold front east of I-35. Whoa. Okay, we're getting caught up now. We're close. Hail in Springdale, 11:19. Trampoline just took our basketball goal in southwest Bentonville. Trampolines are going to go flying big time. While we're doing this, I want to show the radar just in case. That way, people aren't just seeing us scrolling through comments. So there we go. Zoom out a little bit more. Make sure there's no circulations that are sneaking up on us. Southwest Missouri. Might have to switch the radar there. That's in Berry County. That's classic for Berry.
Next cut-in time I got is midnight 03:28. That's good to do.
Let's do it. All right. Yeah. Some of those circulations aren't exactly correct. Oh, Alex said he sent drone video. That's cool. I'll have to check it out. Dad's Flint's blown down in Rogers near Pleasant Grove Road. Darn it. Hate that. Wow, was there a tornado alert? There shouldn't be. There's a severe thunderstorm warning. And it didn't even have a tornado possible tag, I don't think. Blew through Bentonville in about 5 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes of hail. Way colder already. Yeah, the colder is going to be on the gust front, on the leading edge. Oh, no. What are the temperatures, Zach?
Got me nervous. It's that time.
47. What do we go? 50? 53? Well, maybe it'll warm up briefly. I don't think so. 47, 49 in Tulsa. Now let's see what it's like in Oklahoma City here. What did you originally have? 47? 45?
I think so.
Yeah.
Josh is saying power flashes in North Springdale.
Right now?
Yeah. Josh called me. Should I put him on?
Yeah, put him
I
on.
think he's driving in.
Yeah. There's not anything. Maybe we can. He's driving, so we can't do that. Massive hail pelting the window in Rogers. So this is 11:22. This is 10 minutes ago. I got to catch up. Woo, man. We're just going to scroll all the way down. Oh, it's intense. No tornadoes. Okay, we're getting close to 11:30. Can you check power outage map? Yes, I can. Great question. Let's bring it up here. Bring this up full and then add the outage too on there as well. Okay, so stand by. Bring that up for you. Here's the outage map. 4,279 Carroll Electric representatives that are out in east of Siloam Springs. Okay. Go ahead and look at that. Where is that at? The one east of that? Okay. Take a look at that. So we got 1950, 1,200, and then in Garfield Gateway, about 1,100. So a little over 1,150, 1,160. So we got some sporadic power outages. If we look at the outages map, 4,294 that are without power in Benton County. Only 98, 55, 2. So the majority of the power outages are in Benton County. So that, there you go with that. Sorry, I had that up the whole time. But there's a look at Benton County. Then you look at the outage map here. And we have 1950, like we said, just to the east of Siloam Springs. So definitely some power outages for people. All right, just had an automated phone call. Wait a minute, what's this? Just had an automated phone call for a severe thunderstorm warning in Benton County, but it started with the message with template tornado. Can you tell me, Rick, that's very important, what service you're using? And if it's weather call, we've got a problem. If it's code red or BC alert, that's not us. So let me know. Springdale getting hammered by East Don Tyson with hail. It's hitting Gateway right now. That was earlier. Major hail in West Fork. Wow, that storm really wreaked havoc, didn't it? Man. The way it made it sound like tornado in my area. We've got to figure that out because there was no tornado.
We did get a notification for a severe storm warning, and I think it was old. Like we got one about a minute ago.
Yeah.
And
I think what happened is it was cropped out. Watch how see how it's alerted. See how the warning is getting cropped out.
Oh, so we got a new.
I think it's called a Watch County notification or a SVS where it crops out the warning.
Yeah,
is that what it is?
Well, the weather app updated us
that it's a new alert.
No, because it said issued at 11:20, but I got it like a couple minutes ago.
Oh wow.
So.
That's not good, Tony. I see your comment. That's not good. Our pool is upside down. Oh no. Now it's about to freeze too. Misinformation, Ronnie says. I don't know what the misinformation is. Yeah, it could be a little cold for a tornado. Felt like a tornado out there in downtown Rogers. We could see the winds picking up for sure. Horrible winds. Dove into the closet. I don't think there was any damage. Who sent the tornado alert, guys? This is 11:33. We got to figure this out.
It was a phone call.
So the tornado warning was issued for Conway, but that was old. There was never a warning for a tornado, and nor did we say there was a tornado warning. I mean, the winds are strong enough to produce EF0 tornado damage. Did you get an alert?
I know the answer.
Okay, wait. Okay, we got the answer here. Stand by. That's a new severe
That's a
thunderstorm
new
warning.
severe storm warning.
Yep. Nice to see you, weather radio.
Yeah, what was it doing earlier?
That took a while. All right. What is the deal?
Okay,
Josh.
So I'm pretty sure BC Alerts got a new system
Aha.
because they have been blowing my phone up
Okay.
with texts and calls. And so one of the headlines they did was severe thunderstorm, and part of it is like they called me earlier and they were like tornado possible. Like it was, but they got this new system and it's just blowing phones up.
Huh. Well, there's no tornado possible on that.
Yeah.
And I don't think the warning had a tornado possible tag, did it?
I do not believe
We did
so.
not see that
No.
at all. And we can go back and look at that. See. All right.
'Cause, I mean, here's
stand
what
by. I
they're
know there's a
sending
lot
out,
of
too.
comments coming in. I know we got 1,000 people
Those are the
plus.
texts they're sending out too, which are really informative, but
Where is the tornado possible
I
thing?
have no idea.
Oh.
They didn't send them through.
That's the
text,
actual
they-
alert. But where does it say? That it called and it said tornado possible?
Yeah.
No, weather service. Okay, so here we go. Watch this. We're going to step through this over the last 2 hours and we'll show you. So here's the severe thunderstorm warning. There's no tornado possible with this. The reason I know is because you can see up at the top, if it's a darker orange, you'll see a tornado possible, which by the way, there's one in central Arkansas. So let's step back in time here. Why aren't those alerts turning off? I don't know. But anyways, there's the severe thunderstorm warning, the first one that was issued. There's the update to it. Okay. Here's the newest one. That's also not tornado possible. Then we have this one that's severe thunderstorm warned with 60-mile-an-hour winds. And then it continues to move east and then it's out of here. And now this is a severe thunderstorm with a tornado possible.
It's that darker orange.
See, it's a darker orange, and look at
flashes.
the threat too. And it flashes, and it says tornado possible. So
I don't know.
there's
They
a
just hit the
problem
wrong
there.
button.
There's some misinformation, and that's not on our end,
That's all been
which makes me say even more. Weather call is the way to go. We're going to be telling you more about that, but weather call is the best service. Yes, BC Alert was called in, then talked about storms, tornado alert.
Yeah.
Okay. 52 in Rogers still, Zach.
Well, that's good news. Well, I mean,
Too bad it's not
for
Drake
our-
Field, though. Okay. That's good to know, Matt. That's good to know. We got to catch up on these comments here. Power went out at neighbor's house. CJ saying, "Damn, working hard for that Emmy." Dan, the BC alert was so confusing. Tornado template.
Hmm.
All right. Oh man, lost my gazebo and my trampoline. Those winds were intense, but they're straight line winds.
Yeah, it still can cause damage.
They can cause damage. Van Buren done for now. Let's look. Hopefully we dodge a bullet and that warning doesn't
What about
transpire.
those LaFleur County storms?
They're gone. That's the current radar, Zach. Looks like we're capped. Maybe that energy is lifting northward. We're going to look at that here. I just got to catch up.
That line sure blew up to our east, though. Going through Little Rock.
Yeah, Heather, big time change in the wraparound snow. So the snow has gotten less and less and less and less, and it's been trending less and less. And we caught on that by the system going super fast. This is a very quick moving system. In fact, if we look at we're going to look at the satellite radar here. I think I have it loaded up. I'm going to have to restart everything on the show, Zach. It's just a mess right now.
Yeah.
So once this loads up, Here's the system. And it just, I don't think, has time for the wraparound to fully develop. And the models are realizing that. And you're just not going to get a very intense wraparound with this system. Now, it could still develop, but there's the upper level low, there's the storm system. It's just not really organizing like it was originally thought. So it's taking a little longer to organize.
So
Yeah.
it's still on the strengthening trend, but hasn't quite.
It's still on the
reached-
strengthening trend, and you don't have the warm and cold conveyor belts that are taking over yet. So this is precipitation right here. This is right on the leading edge of what we call a trowel. That's the trough of warm air aloft right here that's trying to develop. Look at the front. You can see the frontal passage. You see that on water vapor?
Yeah, you can really see.
Yeah,
it
that's
coming down
the
quick.
leading edge of the line, the Arctic air, but then the cold air lags behind just a little bit. So there's the upper level spin. Now look, there's a low here. There's a meso low here. You see that? That's what fired off those storms, which, by the way, the HRRR did a really good job with. And then the other area that for the snow is going to be right over here on that. But that's moving really quickly. So let's look at the HRRR and look at the very latest here on this wraparound. So there's the storms. Great job on that. Maybe a little bit too slow, but still pretty good. I think it did a good job on that.
That's a pretty good job.
And then there's the wraparound. That's it. One little
So
dose.
minimal.
So minimal. Now that's going to be a little bit of some freezing drizzle right there. That could still bring some problems.
Yeah, that was a concern of mine. The freezing drizzle, and even into Saturday.
Wind-driven drizzle too. Drizzle in the hizzle for shizzle.
Yep,
Zach.
that's what's happening.
Yep. So if we look at the snow totals, the very
I
latest
think those
ones.
temperatures are too warm too.
Yeah. Here's what the latest shows. Minimal. Yeah, schools closed pretty early, but for the flash freeze potential, which
I
we
think
know,
it's probably the right call.
we'll see what happens. Honestly, I
Yeah.
always say we'll see what happens with the snow.
Yeah.
Snow is a pain in the butt. I worry about my pup. Yeah, I think my dog is good. Yeah, thank you, Adam. I'm definitely not, but got to power through. Okay, so we got it. We figured it out. It's a BC alert call. Whew, that's a problem. Okay, good. So code red, which is Washington County, is good. Stated with a tornado warning. Okay, so we got it. BC alert was the problem. I could talk to Michael Waddle about that. I know him real well with Benton County Office of Emergency Management. Just got a tornado warning call again.
That was a couple.
That was just 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
That was 10 minutes ago, Veronica says. Just another via phone. Woo! Someone put the wrong template in there. Okay. I'm taking a picture of this, guys. Got to take a picture of this. That's great information. Tony. All right. Yeah. Oh, I am, Diana. I am. So I think, wow, a lot of people getting this. Well, that's why we test stuff. That's for sure. What is weather call? That's a great point. Okay, so weather call, what it is it's similar to BC alert, but it's a reverse 911 system. So it's only going to call you if you're in the path of the storm, and it's only going to call you for what type of warning there is. It'll say severe thunderstorm warning. It'll call landline phones. There is a small price for it. It's like $10 a year. So it's less than, it might be up a little bit more than that with inflation, but we'll be telling you more about that in the new year. There's a weather call next gen. That's a new system that we've got. We're launching it here really soon for the severe weather season. And it's really great because let's say there's a tornado warning, and then what happens is the tornado warning becomes a tornado confirmed. It'll call you again and let you know that there's a tornado on the ground.
And I'm not
There's-
sure if you mentioned that it's polygon specific.
Polygon specific. That's right. It's like kind of like a reverse 911 system, only if you're in the path of that polygon. So weather radios, yeah. Midlands are great. How about trees down in between houses? Has our power out in Springdale, Michaela? I'm so sorry about that. It's calm now. Daughter says, let's see. You guys are, oh, thank you, Ashley. I appreciate that. Stillwell is quiet. Yeah, the tie isn't helping, but that's for the tornado watch. But you know what? The tornado tie is coming off.
Coming off? All right.
Yeah, that's the kiss of death. But I think we're good.
All right.
All right. So there you go. No more worrying about that. I put it on because of that storm that was moving into Benton and Washington County.
I'll tell you, I thought that was going to go warned.
Yeah, especially west of Tahlequah.
Yeah.
But then it started falling apart.
Had all the signatures.
It sure did.
QLCS.
You're welcome, Kelly. Yeah, we went right through this storm with you, and we'll do that for others as well. That's right. Glory to the good Lord. No, not at the start of the hail in Bentonville. What? I don't know what Levi's saying. Some of these comments are old. Storm just hit Berryville. Let's get to the radar here. We'll show you what's happening in Berryville because it is moving into Carroll County, and I'm sorry we didn't cover that. There's Berryville that just got the storm, the severe thunderstorm warning. The strongest part of the storm was a little bit north of you guys. There's the leading edge of the line that's moving out of Berry County. Icy road still, Tiffany. What? It's a question. The temperature is going to drop. We know that. There's no doubt about that. In fact, look at the temperature change here that's coming our way.
I don't think the roads are going to dry out in time. Do you?
That storm was very strong in Cassville. Yeah, it is an intense storm on the leading edge. I don't know. There's some stratiform rain, but the back edge of the rain is almost over, Zach.
Yeah, that's true. So we got about 5-6 hours.
Yeah.
The really cold air comes in.
But the only thing with that is that there could be that mist and drizzle when the really cold air comes in. And then that mist and drizzle could lead to some trouble where you have that flash freeze. Fayetteville is done. That's it. Cassville, Missouri got hail. It's crazy. Yeah, you definitely did. That storm went right through Berry County. Temps are off. Temps are off. All right. HRRR is warm until 3-4 a.m. It's already cold now. So it's colder, but it's not the true cold. Watch this. 46, 46. But look, it's still 49. There's hope, Zach. We could warm with compressional warming.
Think so. This time of day?
Yeah. With the southerly flow, the dew point's returning. Without that front coming in, there's a delay in it.
Because usually the compressional warming is maximized during the daytime. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
29 now in Oklahoma City. So it was 32 just a few minutes ago.
That's some cold air.
16 in Wichita. Yeah, you want to see cold? Watch
Let's
this.
see it.
Let me show you some cold.
Ooh.
0 in Denver, -4 in Billings, -7 in Bismarck. You ready for this, though? Now that is some cold air. That is Zach status right there.
That's Edmonton. That's a pretty big city, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. -35.
Yeah. -35 in Fort McMurray. Fort St. John, -26. Look at high level. -45.
Oh, yeah.
Have you guys ever seen the show Alone before? Alone is like where people have to survive basically on their own.
I might have seen it.
without.
I wouldn't want to be up there.
No, man, it would be cold. I wonder if they're shooting another season of it. How bad is it going to get in Marble? It's pretty much over, and the storm's probably going to be weakening really soon. Tony, there's no need for that.
Tony sus.
Tony,
Tony is sus.
what's going on there? J Ruggs.
Yes, sir. Weather Dan and
Did you say you saw some?
I
Yep.
did.
I think you see Josh. We're finally caught up on the comments here. Boy, that was
Yeah.
tough to get caught up.
Yeah, I'm sure there was like thousands of them, man.
Oh my goodness.
Got all the busy weather going on. So there was power flashes.
Okay.
There was 3 of them that I saw, and they kind of happened in 5-second intervals.
Was there anything underneath it?
No.
Okay, so we got a big issue here.
Okay.
BC Alert sent out a tornado template, and a lot of them too. They got alerts that said it was a tornado warning. Tornado warning's not true. We've got to figure that out. It's not our deal.
It's not our
BC
deal.
Alert
That-
is
that's
not
not
our
us.
deal. That's
Yes.
Benton County Alert. They might have had a setting that was wrong. They might have had a template that's wrong. There's a lot of things that you have to check, when you're doing those
Yeah.
setups. But
There was no severe thunderstorm warning with the tornado possible tag, right?
yeah, no tornado possible tag. Nope, nothing like that.
It's not good.
So now my question is what do you think about this flash freeze? Storms are almost out of here already.
I know they're leaving a little bit earlier.
The wraparound is garbage.
Yep.
The low is not going to materialize. That's some cold air, though.
Woo! Some Siberian cold right there.
I took off the tornado tie.
Got a brand new severe storm warning.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
Powering through it.
You're gonna have to disinfect this entire lab.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to,
Disinfect the entire-
you're gonna
yeah.
come in. You're
Yeah,
gonna come in
listen.
with a hazmat
I'm gonna
suit.
I'm gonna put my gas mask on. and
So we got
everything.
some wipes down there.
Oh
Yes,
man.
Exactly.
Okay, so we got a tornado warning. This is brand new. This is something that just happened. Not here, but if you are in the Little Rock or Hot Springs area, oh brother.
That's a supercell right there. That's
Yep.
isolated.
Isolated by itself. There you go.
Ooh.
Little Rock. And that you probably have some friends or family that you know in the Little Rock area. Let's do a track on this and give you the updates. And in the meantime, I don't see anything popping up. Can we move some of this stuff here?
Is it like, yeah, I can move that stuff. Yes.
Little Rock on?
Yeah, they're on. I saw them. Carmen was on.
Yeah. Tornado warnings. for
We're
Little Rock.
roughly 5-ish minutes out.
Okay.
Marcus and I, both of our powers are out.
Really? So no sense going back right now, huh?
Well, it's gonna get cold tonight. That's
Yeah.
what sucks.
This
That's a bad storm.
is not good.
Yeah, that's.
Oh,
Look at that, Josh. Oh man.
Oh man, Benton is gonna be hit.
PTDS?
Not yet.
Not yet. That's
Well, I'll
getting
tell you
close.
what, we're gonna cover this for people in Little Rock. No, my family is in Benton. They need to be taking shelter immediately. Tell them to get to a safe place, Casey. I can't stress that enough. This is headed right for Benton. Oh
man.
no.
The thing is imminent.
It's imminent.
Yep.
It might be even touching on the ground already. Let me set the storm motion from the warning. We're going to be looking for the PTDS.
We have iDrive cameras along there, along the interstate.
Yeah. Along I-30. Go
Yeah.
ahead and bring them up.
Mhm.
No, not Benton County. Benton, Northwest Arkansas. Not
Saline
Benton,
County.
Northwest Arkansas. This is in Saline County. So this is Benton, Arkansas. It's just to the west of Pulaski County.
That storm is just southwest of
Oh,
Benton.
man.
Let's look at this.
See, and that's why the tornado tie was possible in weather one, or you mean like Ox one? Yeah, put it in Ox one. Yeah. Man, she looks like a tornado emergency.
Uh-oh.
No, her
Oh.
blouse.
Oh yeah, she's
Her
got the
jacket.
pink. Yeah,
That
that's
is
the same
super
color.
bright. Wow. All right, yeah, please. For those that live in Benton, Arkansas, you got to be watching it. Where is that?
All these cameras are facing east. This is
Okay, that's west.
that's facing east. Towards
Oh,
Benton.
west.
See, it says camera view east.
Oh.
Wait, no, I can switch it to the west. Okay,
Okay.
there we go. So this is to the west,
Where is that at?
and this is near mile marker 112. So this is going to be just
Let's
north
see.
of Haskell.
Okay, that's where we need it.
Yep. So I'm going to keep it there. I'm going to point west.
Oh, yeah. All right.
I'm going to keep it on that camera.
Is that on weather 2?
That's on weather 2. Yes.
Okay, bring that up on weather 2. Here's what we can do on this. We can come down here. We can show the. Go ahead and make it full screen. It popped off of there. All right. So now we got the iDrive Arkansas camera along with the circulation on there. 3 minutes out.
Hopefully that thing
They
is
should
not now.
tilt that up a little bit.
They should.
Oh, you can see the wall cloud off in the distance. Is that camera facing almost right towards the storm?
Yes, it would be because the camera's at the
So,
bend
right-
of the interstate right here.
Right in here, I think, is the wall cloud. Right above this, watch. You're going to see the wall cloud off in the distance right there. Just to the left, you can see my I guess you can't see my cursor moving. Huh, I wonder why you can't see my
Yeah, that's
cursor.
kind of weird. This is the direct source.
Or maybe you can. It's just
It's just
really
very
small.
tiny.
Yeah.
Can you see it? I'm moving it.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, you
Okay.
can.
Okay.
Let me bring that up full real quick.
Ooh. That was a good flash right there. Problem with these nighttime storms is the reason why they're so dangerous. The only way you can see the lowering is if we have a
Is
flash
at
of lightning.
night? I know. Or
Yep.
power flashes. And that's the last thing you want to see.
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit of a lowering.
It looks like it might be.
I don't know if that's exactly where the storm is, though.
Yeah.
Got to go back to weather coverage. Do you want to flip that over for me? Got a cut in coming up.
Oh, yep.
Oh, man.
I can.
I got to switch the radar real quick.
Do you need me to put anything on weather 2 or weather?
How far out are we? Okay.
Do you need anything on the weather 5? Or I guess weather 3, but it's on source 5.
No. Okay. All right, we can show that. Yeah, I don't see any other storms.
Yeah, there's one just off to the west of Fort Smith. They might be trying to develop, but it's kind of weak. Tylus.
Yeah. All right. Hanging in there, man. Hanging in there. All right. Whoa.
I'm going to put you on the audio now, Dan.
Okay, hold on. Hi, everyone. Chief Meteorologist Dan Scoff. Tracking severe storms. We had quite a storm move through northwest Arkansas just about a half hour ago. In fact, on Heil Heating Cooling Mega Doppler, we got a lot of thunderstorms that are continuing to move out of our weather coverage area. For our neighbors down to our southeast in the Little Rock area, Benton, Arkansas, that's in Saline County, that is making its way towards Little Rock. That's a storm we're going to be watching. We're doing that, and we're covering that. Of course, Little Rock Television is covering it, but we're on social media and streaming live on knwa.com. We'll work our way back to the north in northwest Arkansas. We have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings left, a lot of wind-driven hail, multiple people reporting power outages. In fact, at one point, Carroll Electric had over 4,000 customers without power. But on Howell Heating Cooling Mega Doppler at just after midnight, happy Friday, everyone, got a big temperature drop that's going to be taking place. Let's zoom in here on that storm that's over Carroll County, making its way out of Berry County. That severe thunderstorm warning is about to expire soon in just about 10 minutes or so. Additional severe thunderstorm warnings are about to expire. These storms are on a weakening trend. Now, we do still have a tornado watch that's in effect for the River Valley, and it goes until 4 a.m. And the western side of the watch, a little uncertain how much storm development is going to take place. But here we are at 60-mile-an-hour winds, quarter-size hail. That goes until 12:30 with that severe thunderstorm warning. Additional storms trying to make their way into Fort Smith, but just not really materializing. I think a lot of the energy is lifting northward, but we do have more storms that are focused, as we mentioned, in central Arkansas that we're going to be watching closely. So there's that severe weather threat again, 12:30, 60-mile-an-hour winds, quarter-size hail. That's going to be expiring within the next 25 minutes. Again, looping this, you can see all the storms, hail reports, as well as wind damage, power outages. In fact, Josh Rugger just got in this morning, going to be on KNWA today at 5 to talk about the latest wraparound potential, which, by the way, things are wet now, but there's going to be definitely a time in between when we see the rain come to an end and when the cold air starts pouring in. We're looking at the temperatures. They are a lot colder. But just to let you know, that storm system made its way through northwest Arkansas. He did see power flashes that were reported in the area of Springdale, which is where a lot of people reporting those power outages just from winds. Hey, we got a new severe thunderstorm warning, it looks like. We'll go ahead and we'll click on that. This is brand new here, but there's the new severe thunderstorm warning that just popped up. You can also see that tornado potential is starting to wind down. So there's the very latest severe thunderstorm warning. This is for Boone County, and that goes until 12:45. Radar indicated with 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail. So we'll be tracking this storm for you in Boone County. We'll watch that storm in central Arkansas. Again, if no family or friends in Benton, call them. A storm is headed that way with a potential tornado forming imminently. We'll have that coming up. But keep here with your weather authority for the latest severe weather information. Yes, they're still moving into Boone County. You're just going to get some wind, some small hail. We'll continue to watch that weather camera. Is that the wall cloud right there? Off in the
See a
distance.
flash of lightning.
Yeah.
Lightning's kind of died down quite a bit on this
Yeah.
storm, which is a good sign most of the time.
Yeah. Still pretty impressive. Let's switch radars here.
Feels like some good hail.
Oh, man.
There is one cell that's about to move into Fort Smith.
Yeah, you're
Got
right
a
about
question about that one.
Is it taken off though? I saw it. It didn't look very impressive at all.
Not much.
Oh, that got a little more elongated.
That's good.
So that's good. The circulation not nearly as intense as it was. Yeah, tornado's not imminent anymore. It was though.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was on the ground briefly.
That was a really impressive signature.
Thing ramped up quickly.
Yeah, it did.
Just the south of Magnet Cove.
Right there.
Yeah, northern Hot Spring County.
Wow. And then it just kind of gusted out.
Final national break 00:30:49.
Well, here comes something.
Yeah. Wall of rain.
Here comes something. Okay. Probably won't take it because the warnings are going to be expiring. What was it again?
00:30:49.
Whoa.
That's the last one.
1 o'clock in the morning.
Huh?
00.
00 is midnight. Midnight 30:49.
30:49. Okay.
That was kind
Uh,
of cool.
Maybe not. No. Just stand by. Maybe so, maybe not.
I'll be in there, man.
Okay, thanks, dude.
It's in market zone, so you're stuck with me.
All right. So they you don't have power either? Where are you at? Josh.
Over by the police station in Rogers.
Okay. Oh, straight line wind damage. Type that in for me on the NWS chat, Zach.
Okay.
In Rogers at 11:22 on Dixieland and Broadway.
We got 8,000 without power now in Book County.
Okay.
It's ramped up quite a bit.
8,000.
Don't remind me, man.
Oh yeah.
Gotta hope that dead tree in my backyard is still standing.
Yeah.
Rogers,
Praying.
11:22.
Yep. Yep. Go back to that camera. Let's see what we got.
Dixieland and Broadway.
Just the lightning is
Just
a lot
rain.
less.
Yeah, I know. Not as impressive. Lightning kind of died down.
Hey, Eric Leonardo. Look who I got here. Got my Energizer Super Weather Kid. What
Hey.
is going on, Eric?
Is he using GR?
Yeah, did you get GR loaded?
Yeah.
If you need some help with it, let me know. We can get you set up, man.
Good test run.
Heck yeah. So really cool. Eric Leonardo got a free subscription to GR2 Analyst, courtesy of the programmer himself, Mike Gibson. Shout out to Mike Gibson.
Yes.
The best radar program out there. And I was so excited, man. Not yet. I'm waiting for the GR2. Oh, okay, he said, not yet. I'm waiting for the new computer for GR2 Analyst.
That's awesome, man.
Nice.
I love
But
it.
you got it,
Yes,
baby.
sir.
You got it. You
Yes,
can
sir.
track these storms with us. Oh, I was so excited that he was able to do that. So that was cool. All right, back to what we've got radar-wise. Again, we got a severe thunderstorm warning that goes until 12:45. Wasn't that awesome that it popped up and it alerted me, and all you had to do was just click on it, and it went right to the warning.
And there wasn't like 100 panels on the screen either.
Nope, just one.
Yep. I'm going to go back to the Fort Smith radar if that's okay.
Now, Tony, I got to say, man, that's a little uncalled for considering it's a kid. So just be careful, man. It's a kid that you're talking about. That's not appropriate. Yeah. Things are starting to fire up west of Fort Smith.
Yeah,
Yep.
there's some storms there now.
Any lightning? Not a
Not
lot
seeing
yet.
lightning yet,
Nope.
but they've definitely ramped up. Get some more data in. Kind of struggling in the River Valley, aren't they? Is there a bit of a cap in place? Stronger cap in the River Valley? Dang, Dan.
I know.
You're a trooper, dude. You are a trooper. There was a couple lightning strikes earlier. It's meandering.
Yeah, I'll give him one more chance, man. But I can't. Okay.
Yeah, we do have the ability to block them.
Yep. Just give him one more chance. All right.
Might go check out some cameras.
Okay, cool, man.
Let's see here.
I get you, man. I know you're just having fun, but that's uncalled for. So there's a look at the storm coming through, and yeah, we just have some strong winds, man. What was it like when it came through Bella Vista, Josh?
So when I was coming through Bella Vista, I was actually moving through Bella Vista right when the storm was moving overhead.
Yeah.
So I had a ton of wind, ton of rain, and I had some pretty large twigs that were falling on my car as I was driving under all the trees.
Really?
Yes. So as I was heading towards the highway to get on the interstate, I had to go through all the trees, and there was quite a bit of tree debris on the roadways.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it wasn't anything too crazy with the hail. I mean, the hail size was probably less than quarter. There wasn't anything major, but it was wind-driven hail, so very loud. I know a lot of folks probably commented on that at their house. It was very loud hail that was moving through the area, and the reason why that is because of the strong winds. But it was like a 5-minute, burst, and then it was done. So it was in and out very quickly, and then obviously I saw the power flashes in Springdale. But yeah, it was pretty
intense.
pretty intense experience,
Yeah.
which I needed because I haven't gone storm chasing in a while. Kind of brought me back to those days.
And maybe wake you up a little bit too. Huh?
Yeah, get me amped up again. Yep.
Because you were up at like 8 p.m.
Yeah, I couldn't fall back to
Did you
sleep.
get any
Dude.
sleep?
I got like 4 hours of sleep. between like 4 to 8.
Can we get a different camera on that storm that's by Benton?
You want to get another iDrive camera?
Yeah, let's
I can
get another
certainly do that.
iDrive.
So let's see here. Where's it located now? Just to the west of Bryant.
Just to the northeast of Benton. Yeah,
Yep.
west of Bryant.
Okay.
How about that one
this
right
one right
there?
here?
Yeah, that would be good.
That's pointing east.
Ah,
Of course it is. What about this one?
I think if it's got there's a west view.
West
It's
view.
got a brand new warning on that storm.
Just a new tornado warning. You're right.
Yep. Definitely a circulation. That is one strong couplet.
Wish we could control that direction of the camera.
So real quick, before I hop over to a different radar, we will bounce back and forth. But right now, when we look at Mega Doppler, we got storms that are in southern Madison County, as well as Crawford and Franklin County. You got some additional storms that are popping up in eastern Oklahoma. However, those just aren't taking off. Those aren't super intense. They're not rotating. So in the meantime, let's switch radars. Let's go to Little Rock, because for those of our neighbors that are to the southeast, definitely some storms rolling in. By the way, this is a 1 hour, 38-minute Facebook Live. Can't
It's
believe
gonna
I
get longer.
still have a voice.
I'm actually going to keep it on this camera.
What do you think about, like, I just don't know about this, like, circulation, man.
So I think it's not taking the right track. I think it needs to
I don't
deviate.
think it is, too.
It needs to deviate a little more to the east, I think, to ramp up, because that northeasterly storm motion is not favorable.
I haven't seen sirens in West Little Rock. That makes sense.
Mhm.
Boy, that's riding right up I-30, man.
It is. So I've got that camera right there. It's pointing east, but we're going to get a better view of the storm as it's riding north and east towards Bryant.
Yeah, let me bring this up here real quick. New severe thunderstorm warning just now. Looks like it.
Yeah.
Where was that?
Look at my storm alerts.
Hold on. Oh, man. Sirens and okay, so let's go back to the radar here, Mega Doppler. There's the circulation. Yeah, it's
ramping
starting
up
to ramp
again.
up again. Circulation's cranking back up.
If it can deviate east, it's going to take off, I think.
What warning was there?
That was weird. I didn't see the warning.
Can't find one.
Yeah.
Yeah, looked like it popped up though. I saw it, or might have just been a flash, like a previous frame. Wow, we still have 723 people on here. We got
Wow.
some weather fanatics.
Yeah, at midnight?
Let's do a storm track for you in central Arkansas. If you're wondering about where these storms are headed.
You want to know the speed?
Yeah, I'm going to get it here real quick. Moving northeast at 50. Woo, you don't have a lot of time,
I
folks.
think it's booking it.
Let's go 50 mile an hour for the northeast storm motion. Tracking it right at the circulation. Let's put it right where it's supposed to be. So this is how I do a storm track. We're going to look at this. We're going to kind of see how this tracks. So it looks like it's going a little more easterly, just like what you said, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
So if we put a storm track on this, I think that looks about right over the next half hour. So Mableville, 1226, Wakefield Village at 1230, Higgins, 1235.
Why do you think that east track is more favorable?
Oh, you want me to pull that up?
Yep. There you go.
Because the storm motions, I think it's going to be more favorable because of the vertical profile.
We
And it
should look
lines
at
up better.
a sounding here.
I think it lines up better with the sounding. The Shreveport sounding from earlier today was pretty
It
impressive.
looked pretty good.
Yes.
Now that surface-based cape is moving in there right at the wrong time.
JIT moisture.
Just in time.
Mm-hmm.
Significant tornado parameter. See, our tornado parameter is dropping. So we had that
Yeah.
front come through, but there is a little bit more instability trying to ramp back up. Gosh, is it going to come back just in time?
It's trying.
It's possible.
Okay, that's a better scan.
That's starting to fall apart
Yeah,
there.
That's falling apart.
It's outrunning the instability.
Mhm.
That's what's happening. So the storm's starting to weaken.
That's good.
It's a lot weaker.
Yeah. No kidding.
Also, that frontal boundary is right there. Let's look at a satellite radar loop because I want to look at what else is happening out there. Oh yeah, there is more energy. Look at that. Boom. That's an explosion of storms.
Shoo.
But those are going to be southeast of us.
Yep.
I think.
I love it.
If we look at the energy here on the water vapor,
Wow.
right there. Yeah, that's going to be southeast of us.
Right on the nose of that dry air.
This wraparound isn't going to materialize.
Nope.
It's right here, but it's not.
Ugh.
It's not there yet.
Yeah. It should already be, if we're going to have anything, it should already be strong by now.
Starting to wrap up.
You can see the frontal boundary on there. That's kind of crazy.
I know. Isn't
That's
it?
really
Isn't
cool.
that cool?
Yeah.
You can see that moving, dropping south, right? I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's not looping very good now.
That
There
thing
it
is
is.
racing south.
It's right here.
Yep.
You'll see it right there. That's a choppy loop
I know. Why did it get so choppy all of a sudden?
because I moved it a little bit slightly. This system has been working overtime. So
Yeah, it has.
we had a couplet earlier, Josh, that was a non-uniform beam filling. It was very, let's just say, very suspicious because the
yeah.
reflectivity wasn't anywhere near the velocity couplet.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so it's like it's side lobe contamination or non-uniform beam filling, one of the two. Now this storm is starting to look more and more intense. I think it's still cycling,
Mhm.
but Shannon Hills needs to watch it for sure. Still doesn't look. Let's go up a couple tilts. Yeah, see, it's pretty good circulation. It's just the low levels because now we're getting pretty close to the radar, only 1,000 feet. That circulation needs to drop. But I wonder if that's going to make it.
See, if that starts pushing east, that's going to allow the instability to catch up again. If it keeps going northeast, it'll continue to outrace it.
Yeah, sometimes those cameras aren't the best to be viewing storms.
Especially if they don't move.
So there's the low level circulation right there. It's not really. It was a little better there. Now it's kind of weakened a little bit. Let me go back and get it a little bit wider. So
Tanya's comment.
there we go.
Funny.
What was it?
It says, Danny, you need to drink some warm tea with honey and lemon juice.
Oh,
And also get you a 24 pack of 998 Mountain Dew.
oh yeah, Baja Blast.
Yes, sir.
That's got a lot of rotation with it. Let's see if anything is.
Eric says reports of a possible funnel cloud in Bryant.
Okay. Oh yeah, I believe that now.
Yeah.
Here we go. Still looks weird though on the velocity signature. That looks better.
Yeah.
So you go up a couple tilts, looks a lot more organized. Anything on their weather on the iDrives?
With the cameras, it's just tough to view them on there.
Let's see if we got one here. Brian. That was the one you were on, right?
Yeah.
It's looking west. Alexander. Sorry, guys.
LZK here.
Watching this close. You can see the wind picking up.
Cody said somebody had a funnel on a stream about 5 to 10 minutes ago as well.
Well, Cody Hudson.
Mhm.
I don't think.
Man, that hail is starting to get bigger, though. It went from about 1.25 inches to almost 2 inches in diameter.
I don't see any PTDS yet. It's not there yet. There's
Did you
the
see that latest scan?
PTDS. Yeah. Yeah, it's acting weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
It's acting real suspicious. And not in a tornado way either.
Yeah.
Like it's trying to do the instability. Report of a brief touchdown, huh?
Wow. And when
Yeah.
was that report, Eric? Was it just now?
Made no damage, spun up some dirt.
Hmm.
We have any storm spotters on that?
We can do the storm spotter plot.
No, I mean like on
Oh, you want to go to that website?
yeah. Let's see here. Go under. Let's see if there's anybody on here. The Brian Emfinger. So he's got his stream.
So that was the stream that Eric was talking about.
See if he's got everything. All right, we're watching Brian Emfinger's stream. He's right on the circulation. I think visually this thing is going to be looking a lot less impressive.
And it's buffering. Colby effect.
Colby effect stream.
Such a weird storm.
Oh, good. Parents are good. Winds got very bad. We're in the closet. My dad just had hip replacement surgery Monday. Oh, man. Their family lived in Benton. I told them to take shelter.
That's good. So we got a lot of viewers that watch in Central Arkansas. A lot of
KTV thinks the tornado warning is just out of caution because it's at night. I mean, there's definitely a circulation that you got to be careful with.
Yeah.
And Brian Emfinger said he had a funnel. He knows what he's talking about. I don't think so. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
You said 5 minutes. There's only one more storm that's moving out of Boone County, and that's it. And that's not even going to be in our area anymore. And it's going to be cropped out. I don't see any additional storms. Now, see, these are we got to watch right here in Waldron and Scott County, Logan, Yell County. Those we got to watch.
The lack of lightning is just
Yeah, it's just not a lot of lightning.
difficult. Usually with these intensifying thunderstorms, you see a lot of CGs. And
Oh, that was a big
that was
strike.
a good lightning strike. As
Was
soon as
it?
I
That
said
was-
something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough to chase.
Worst terrain.
You just got to be cautious. You know, these storms can ramp up really, really fast. But the storm doesn't quite look as organized as it did. Yeah,
Just think it's outracing the instability, like you said.
yeah.
It's north of it. It's moving quick.
I don't think that warning is going to last much longer, but they probably will still keep it just because of the environment and how fast things can ramp up. There's another circulation there. Did you see the circulation west of Tahlequah? It looked like it was going to do QLCS tornado potential.
I didn't get to see
It's
it.
about probably 9:50 or during the 10.
Yeah,
During the 10 p.m.
right before that. Yep.
The QLCS tornado
It was looking
potential.
Yeah,
Lining
it was
up.
looking like it. It was the same storm that came through. Oh, it sure is, including the March 1st, 97 Arkadelphia tornado. Cabot is not getting hit by a tornado. That storm's a little north. So there's a severe thunderstorm warning.
Nothing. Nothing. Those Fort Smith storms are nothing.
No, they're nothing.
Yep.
They're not doing anything. Oh, man. I need to get some NyQuil. That cell was blocking it past up Brian. You could hear his engine rev. He's trying to keep up with it. Yeah, that storm's moving pretty good, Cody said. Well, guys, we're still going to stay on here a little bit longer, but just to sum up, we had a line of storms come through northwest Arkansas. Pretty intense, as you mentioned. A lot of wind-driven hail. Took some Theraflu, but it doesn't even, work, honestly. Doesn't feel like it has. There was some wind damage. We had reports of some damage that happened. We'll bring up the local storm reports here. Yeah, quarter size. There was a nickel size hail, and then there's a few reports of wind damage, roofs and fences. That's the one we just put out. Broadcast media, 56 mile an hour winds
Mhm.
in Lowell, and then LaRue. Did we go severe warned on weather rate? No. It's tough.
It's tough.
We weren't thinking.
We were only in the margin.
Yeah.
It's so tough. I mean, Northwest Arkansas ended up getting way more severe weather than the River Valley.
Sure I do, Justin. I feel like it. That's for sure. Johnny Lee tomorrow. Yeah, man. Enjoy, Peyton. Hey, thanks for watching, dude. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And thanks for all you did, man. Have a great weekend.
Safe travels.
Where's the freezing line at? Good question.
Good question. So now here's my question to you, Dan.
Yeah,
You know, we get all this rain that's coming through earlier,
but it's going to dry
but it's
out.
going to dry out. So that could decrease the flash freeze potential a little bit, I think.
The only thing I'm going to say, though, is as this front comes through, there may be a little bit of drizzle on the leading edge of it. That's a
Freezing drizzle.
possibility, yeah. There's that strong storm system. Let's see, the wraparound's not developing.
That's nothing.
It's really not even going to organize until it's east of us, it looks like.
And the reason why those Fort Smith storms are not firing up is because it's parallel to that shear vector.
Yeah. Yeah. You can hear the sirens on Brian's stream. He's trying to keep up. There's just no lightning with it. Just doesn't look. Not a lot of lightning. Yeah. And on top of that, too, don't forget Fort Smith's environment's been overworked already.
There were storms earlier, like around
Yeah.
7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which, yeah, that killed that. Any instability potential.
We were watching those.
All right.
Scott County almost got a couple.
Freezing line. Let's check it out. Where is it at?
I bet it is west of Tulsa.
45 now, Zach.
I think the low was about 46 or 45.
No, I don't think they could take back school cancellations. Okay, it's
I mean, the high
The high was what temperature?
must have been
46.
46 or something.
Yeah.
We had 53.
Man, those temperatures dropped off so quick.
We should have known.
Yeah.
No, it's still 50 in Tulsa.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Compressional warming.
We just had the storms that popped up.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Compressional
'cause,
warming.
like, there's the front.
Yep.
It's like right ahead of it.
Compressional warming, like you mentioned earlier, Dan.
So it wasn't fast enough.
Yep. It's impossible.
But that gust front cooled it down.
It
Look
did.
at Fort Smith at 55.
If we were forecasting for Fort Smith, it'd be
Oh.
perfect.
Oh. Now it's got a red. Nah, see,
That's
that's
what-
not
yeah.
that's not right. Be careful with these because those are not true TBSs. That is not a true TBS. You look at the normalized rotate, it's off the charts, but that is unambiguous. That is erroneous velocity data.
Just
Because
some
it's so close to the
clutter on
Yep.
the ground.
Clutter.
Could be like a tree branch or something like that.
Well, I don't know about
Probably
that,
not.
but there's also some attenuation of the radar beam with all that storm activity. You're getting also just not a very good reflectivity image at all.
How far up is that? Like 657
657 feet,
Yeah,
so very low, yeah. And there's no other circulation. I don't think this storm's going to be continuing to be warned.
Maybe just a severe warning.
What is she mentioning? That's not a circulation at all. Possible snow NATOs. It's really strange though that it's 45 in Fayetteville, it's 50 in Tulsa, which is west of us. Maybe it'll warm up a little bit more, Zach. We can hope.
Hey, I mean,
Wait, let's see what kind of wind we got. Come on, baby. Yeah, we got a southwest wind. Let's go.
Yeah.
so there's still potential for a little bit of warming. Maybe.
Hey,
Yeah, there
Logan.
is.
Logan has a good question here, and you would be right. Since things are semi-calm, could we take a gander at Sunday, Monday's changes? Yeah, Phew. Pump fake
Pump
that
fake.
was. You know what though? The new European's coming out soon, so let's load it up.
You need to get it in weather too. Or do you want-
Yeah, I'll bring it into this. Here. What do you think, Josh? Bust?
For next week,
Yeah.
there is going to be some dry air to contend with.
I think it's a
But I
pump
think,
fake.
I think there's, yeah, I think it's a pump fake too. I think there's a lot of energy coming in. This is a big Arctic blast. I think the models are pump faking big time. What?
Whoa, that's even less.
That's
even
less.
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 What's the
All right,
QPF?
stand by. Hold on. We're
See
gonna
what
add
the
this.
ensemble says about that.
Well, I can't because it's not fully in yet.
Oh,
So here's the European. This is Sunday. So there's that system coming in. It's got a little bit of snow from 21Z. So that's 4 o'clock or no, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There's 6. There's 9. And that's it. It's gone. And then maybe a little bit more. But the energy is just not focused anymore. So if we look at snow accumulations, let's just look at the Kuchera. Whoa, 1.4. So now we got 2 models that are pump faking.
So now my question is, what about the GFS?
It's a good question.
GFS was going down too.
It's
Yeah.
going down.
Yeah, why couldn't you just do the same thing?
I know. Why does it have to reset?
I don't know.
What about
Let's do-
snow depth? Wouldn't snow depth
Let's
be a
do
good
snow
one? I did
depth.
snow
Yeah,
depth.
snow
this
depth
morning.
is a good one. Yep. All
Hey,
right.
I've got a quick question about snow depth, real quick. Does
Yes.
snow depth account for different snow ratios, or is it baseline 10-1?
That's a good question. I actually don't know that, but I do know it accounts for compaction, melting, and all that stuff. There's the snow depth.
Can find out
So
right now.
That's quite a bit more.
yeah, it is a bit more. Let's zoom in here a little bit more and we can see what's happening. So the GFS is a little more. Let me do a Kuchera here. Yeah, it is a little bit more. So that starts Sunday afternoon. I think that's a pretty good time. Sunday midday afternoon is when the snow starts coming down, and then basically, wow, look at Southwest Arkansas. Here's the deal. Yeah, there's going to be banding and all that stuff, and you're not going to know at all where all that stuff is happening.
That's a crapshoot.
Another little wave comes in
Late
Those
right
week.
there. What?
Doesn't know what snow depth is. What snow depth is.
Does it know it's units? Or?
Yeah, I don't know. Snow depth, I know accounts for compaction, melting, and all that stuff. So it's a better gauge. But yeah, so there you go. European is continuing to trend downhill.
So I will say the thing with the European is it does kind of, like you always say, Dan, in the medium range,
Pump
it
fakes.
always pump fakes.
It does.
So even though it's 2 straight models, I still need more consistency from the GFS to buy into it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's go into precip type here. Let's there we go. So there's still that icing though that happens in the Texas area. I can believe that.
That's trouble.
In fact, let's go to winter. Let's look at ice.
Because when you tape into snow depth, then it's just like a guy.
There's the freezing rain. Look at that.
Calculating snow depth.
That's a big time freezing rain event.
Holy cow, that's crippling for East Texas. Yeah, that area.
Quarter to about 3/10 of an inch.
I'll tell you, when I was back in Abilene, we had some crazy ice storms.
There's
and
some sleet
those
too
were
right
not
there.
Yeah, I bet you have a lot of traffic reports.
But we don't have sleet
Yeah.
here at all.
fun. Yeah.
No chance with all that Arctic air.
What about snow depth? Oh man, that's even less.
That is
Wow.
wow.
Okay, so here's what we got to do. We got to let's look at North America zoomed out. That's what I want to look at. And then we're going to go to upper air heights. We're going to look at the Weihommer millibar vorticity. What is going on with this system? So this is what's responsible for our snow. No, is that it?
No, that's a system that's moving through.
No, that is
Yeah, all that energy right there.
all that energy. So you're telling me that the
Gets
model's going to get
elongated.
that perfect? Yeah, it does get elongated. And this right here kills the curvature.
So that elongation would think more snow, right?
No,
No?
no.
It kind of falls apart.
The tighter you have for a spin, the greater the lift. If you lose your curvature, you lose your strong lift.
Yeah, I just think it'll be over us longer.
There is a lot of pieces of energy though that the models probably aren't handling perfectly.
But the thing is that you know why I can't put too much stock into it? Because it's still offshore.
yeah, it is a ways
Way
offshore.
offshore.
I mean, it's not even like it hasn't even evolved yet.
Yeah.
So, like, once it hits the Pacific Northwest,
That's when
then
confidence starts.
confidence starts to go up.
Yeah, but and then on top of that, this isn't going to have an idea on exactly when the
What-
energy is going to produce.
What's the time
precip.
frame? When is it going to hit Washington, Oregon?
It's going to hit
Saturday?
Saturday. Yeah. Good luck.
So, I'll be here Saturday.
Yep.
Probably.
Let's see a GFS show real quick.
Do we even have it on there? Yeah. Okay.
We do.
Okay, yeah,
The
no,
whole
I was
time
gonna
we're
say.
just like standing here, like just like
Yeah,
vibing and
yeah.
driving.
It's happened before.
So does the snowfall forecast account for the snow ratio? That's a good question. No, it's a Kuchera kind of accounts for the snow ratio, and that's what I was showing was the Kuchera. But it doesn't really get it very well. So if we look at the actually this only had a 10-to-1 ratio. So we got to double that actually. When you come to think of it.
We go 17-to-1, 20-to-1 snow ratios.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yes, you got to double the. Do you think the Kuchera would do a good job picking up these ratios?
I think it would. Let me see if I can get it. Some products don't have it, others do. Here we go. Here's the total. So yeah, you can see the difference here.
Kuchera tries some equation and tries to calculate the ratio.
Tries to calculate the ratio according to what's expected.
So
It's
it gives
still
it-
going to be a 25-to-1.
So it gives it an attempt.
Yeah, but it's going to be a light, fluffy snow. So
So no snowball fights.
Yep.
Not gonna happen.
Maybe ice balls though.
how much snow are we going to get? What do you think? Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking 2 to 4 is a good range.
2-to-4 is perfect, right?
Yeah, 2 to 4.
Yes. 0 to 45.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
That's probably right.
Watch it be 46.
And nobody's right.
You got it. Anything can happen, Logan. You're right. We still have almost 500 people on here.
I mean, these are some weather enthusiasts.
Gurus. I'm just waiting for that temperature to climb a little bit.
Weather samurais.
Don't do me wrong.
Josh, you hear about the one time where me and Dan accidentally ended the live stream, and then we kept going
Yeah.
for
Oh,
like a half hour.
wait, how long was the live stream? Like
I
a long one?
I got a.
Yes.
I got
I-
a moment. That was
well,
good.
it was during a rain lightning event, some snowstorm. So Dan went up outside to look at the clouds coming in.
Uh-huh.
We accidentally ended the live stream.
No.
We came back here. We were going back and forth like a half hour.
Talking.
And then we were like, wait a minute.
The comments have stopped coming in. There's no more interaction.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
So even when there's no live stream going on, we might still be doing one.
That's funny.
Looks like this storm is weakening as of now. Maybe cycling. I don't know. It just doesn't look.
Doesn't look that impressive.
No.
So here's the GFS, by the way, 500 millibar heights and vorticity. So it's actually kind of similar to the European.
Yeah, it just doesn't produce the precip.
Yeah.
There's going to be all these little pieces of energy. The models just aren't going to be able to handle it.
Yeah.
They just flat out won't. So.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I don't know. I think this might be the end of the Facebook Live. We're getting pretty close. We're 2 hours now. The radar does not look overall impressive. I think the watch is going to cancel here pretty soon, at least the western side of the watch. These storms are popping up, but they're very linear. They're not super cellular. We've got some storms moving out. There's no more warnings even in our weather coverage area except for eastern Boone County. That's going to be it. So the storms are pretty much over.
Western Grove all clear.
But one last look at the Little Rock storm. Still warned, but I think that could be being dropped off unless it recycles. Look at the circulation
garbage.
way out ahead of it. It's just so wrong.
Yeah, that's a pretty strong reading there.
Yep.
on that TBS.
So,
Yeah.
all right, guys. That's it. I think we're going to end it. I don't think the wraparound is going to be very impressive tomorrow. That's it. What?
Yeah, after seeing that one comment, I think it's time to wrap it up.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
We'll end it on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Thank you guys. Feeling better. I just don't think there's going to be anything. We're still watching it. Josh is going to be here. If anything pops up, this man knows how to launch the stream. So we'll keep you updated. Hey, thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Josh, Zach. You killed it today,
Yes,
man.
sir.
He
Yes,
crushed
sir.
it. If he's
Yes, sir.
sick, I'm going to apologize. We're still at 45. I don't think we're going to be dropping below freezing until about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. There is one thing I want to see before I stop. I just want to see if there's any reports of drizzle at all on the METARs out here.
Good question.
Mist.
Missed. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So we do have the mist, which is what I expected when this front comes in. Here's what Alex Hall said. There's some light precip along west of Tulsa, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Alex, I'll check out your drone video, but I have to get to bed, man.
This man needs some rest to get better.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye. Thanks for
Bye.
watching. God bless,
Yes.
man. Have a great rest of your Friday. We'll see you.